Om Shri Sai Ram, offering ourselves at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved Swami. Having learnt the basic symbols of spoken language, namely vowel sounds, consonants, diphthongs, we now want to learn how to decode simple words from the dictionary, how to find out the pronunciation of simple words from the dictionary. Let's try to learn that. So, simple words, like for example, apple, we see. So, this is the alphabetic spelling of apple, but what is the phonetic spelling of apple? The sounds, the spelling of sounds. And the interesting thing is, this spelling, it's easier for us to decode and for us to learn, because this is exactly the way we utter the word. Whereas here, a lot of differences we see. We have already seen so much of differences in different words, though the letters are different, pronunciation is same sometimes, or it may be different sometimes. So, a lot of rules and regulations are different for alphabetic spelling of words, whereas the phonetic spelling follows just the utterance, pronunciation. The way we utter, that spelling only is written. So, this is easier in fact to learn. Let us see, this is A-P-P-L-E, apple, and therefore, when we say apple, we first sound that we utter is A, and therefore, this is the first spelling, A sound. So, this is the vowel sound A. Then we have apple, apple. So, though there are two P's here, in phonetics it is just apple. So, it is just P. This is a consonant, P sound, and then there is L, apple. So, it is not apple. As we sometimes, some people may get confused by seeing the spellings, they may think it is apple or something like that, but actually it is apple. So, you see, here we may be misled. Here we may be misled. We may think that it may be apple or it may be apple, whereas here it is just apple, apple, apple. So, this is the phonetic spelling of apple. Next, we see so many buildings. So, it is building. So, what is the spelling, phonetic spelling? How do we? So, this is exactly what is given in dictionary. So, supposing we do not know how to pronounce this, we see this for the first time. We do not know how to pronounce. What is its pronunciation? So, then when we see the dictionary, this will be the spelling of this word. How to spell this? By seeing this we can pronounce, not by seeing this. For example, here we may see it is B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G. So, you may be tempted to pronounce it as building, but it is not building. It is just B here, consonant, E, L, D, E and ng sound, ng sound. So, it becomes building, and that is why it is building. So, phonetics actually tells us how to pronounce, and whatever little we have learned by listening to others, it is actually that. But what happens, most often we go wrong there, because we do not read much, and therefore we do not use the dictionaries, or probably we use the dictionaries only for knowing the meaning of the words. But more importantly, the dictionaries reveal to us the pronunciation of the words, the right pronunciation of the words. So, this is building. Next is, so this is the exact pronunciation of this word. What is the exact pronunciation? This is L, this is E, this is E, and this is K. So, this becomes lake, because this is A. This is a diphthong. We remember this is a diphthong, A. This is A and E becomes A. This is L, and therefore this becomes lake. This is a consonant sound. K. K is a consonant sound. So this word becomes lake. So here L-A-K is the alphabetic spelling. Generally people say it is lake. In India we all say according to this, we see the spelling and we pronounce it. So we say it is lake. But actual pronunciation is lake. Lake. So that's the only difference. Wherever A comes in Indian pronunciation, we have to make it A. That is the original pronunciation, correct pronunciation actually. Next one. See, judge is sitting here. So this J-U-D-G-E. So we know in India, we see the spellings and we are tempted to use every spelling perfectly. For example, some of the people who don't know exact pronunciation, they may see this J-U-D. So they'll say Judge. So they'll say Judge. Whereas exact pronunciation is here. So this is J, consonant sound. This is A, not the small A, it is little more bigger, therefore it is A, J, A, and again J. So this becomes judge. Judge. So it is just here, D is actually silent. We don't pronounce D. We should not say judge. We should pronounce it as judge. Next one. What is this? We see the king of forest, lion. So how to pronounce this word? King. You know, this is K, this is E, this is Ng. Therefore, king. K-I-N-G. So there is no need to pronounce G. It is not king. It is king. That's all. This Ng is the last pronunciation. King. Next one. P-H-O-T-O. How to pronounce this? By seeing this word, we may say it is photo. Here also PH, because we have heard from others, we are pronouncing it correctly. Otherwise, the correct pronunciation for this word is, this is F, this is and this is U, T, U. So this is Fau, Tau. So this becomes Fau, Tau, Fau, Tau, Fau, Tau. So this is not photo. Generally, we pronounce it as photo. So if you want to know the exact pronunciation, correct original pronunciation, this British, which is the original pronunciations, it is Fau, Tau, Fau, Tau. Next one, this word S-E-R-I-O-U-S. Let's see this, S-E-R-I-O-U-S. Generally, we pronounce it as serious, but exact pronunciation is slightly different. S, E, A. So this becomes ear. E and A becomes ear. Then there is R, then E and A and S. So this S is S. We all know from vowels, diphthongs and consonants what are the exact sounds these symbols represent. So this becomes serious. Serious. It's so musical to hear, isn't it? Serious. So it's not serious, it is serious. Next one, Y-A-C-H-T. So this is not yacht or something. This is J, we all know it is Y. This is aw sound. This is vowel. This is T, consonant. So this becomes yacht, yacht. So this is yacht. So we should not get confused or misled by seeing the spellings. CH is not yacht. It is not yacht. It is yacht. Next one. This word all of us know. So here the general mistake some of us, especially because of the regional accent, is that here we make this mistake when we pronounce this letter. So, here it is S. So, generally some people cannot pronounce it as j, so they say pleasure, pleasure, or pleasure, it becomes pleasure, but it should be pronounced as pleasure, pleasure. And this R should not be actually pronounced. It is given in brackets because it's optional. We don't have to pronounce R. It is not pleasure. We don't have to say pleasure. We have to just say pleasure, pleasure. So, this is P, L, E. This is J. We all know this is J. This is E. Therefore, this becomes pleasure. Next one. So, here in general, this also is another word which throws light in slightly different Indian accent, different than the British accent original. This F-I-N-E, we all say fine, fine. So, here I becomes fine, whereas here this should be pronounced as actually fine. As we see here, it is fine. F, A, E, this becomes I and N. So, this becomes fine. So, this is wherever I comes in India, in general the words, it should be I. So, this is fine, mine, and try, line, sign, and cry. So, it's I, it's not fine, it is fine. So, let us have a quick recap of these words which will give us an idea of how to decode it from the dictionary. This is apple, building, lake, judge, king, photo, serious, yacht, pleasure, fine. Let us now come to another interesting part of learning this pronunciations. So, there is more to this. Just now what we saw was just to give you an idea of how actually we use dictionaries, but there is more to it. Still the concepts are not over, and we have this concept called syllable, and there is something called upper stress and lower stress. Let us come to think of this. So, what is a syllable? It is one unit of pronunciation. So, when we utter words, like for example, bell, let us say bell is there. Once only we pronounce, at one stroke we say bell. So, this becomes one syllable. So, what is one syllable? One syllable is one unit of pronunciation. So, how many times we open our mouth to utter a word? In a word, there may be 3 times that we may have to utter sometimes. It may be, for example, let us say this example, word example. We say eggs, am, pill. So, 3 times, whereas here it is bell. So, it is one syllable. Let us say one more example of one syllable word pronunciations. This is cake. So, as I said, C-A, wherever A comes, it is A. So, we have to pronounce it as cake, cake. So, this is just once only we are pronouncing. Therefore, it is one syllable word. Next one, change. See this also, change. Observe the pronunciation, change, only once. So, we are not opening the mouth second time. Therefore, it is one syllable word. Next, we have 2 syllable word now. See, T-A-B-L-E. So, we have table, table. So, once I say tay, again I am pronouncing bill. I am once again opening my mouth freshly. Therefore, it is 2 times opening the mouth pronouncing it. Therefore, it is 2-syllable word. So, 1 unit of pronunciation is 1 syllable. This is 2 syllables. Table. Solid. Solid. See, solid. 2 times, 2 syllables. Next one, English. 2 times, we pronounce English. 2 syllables. All right. Let's see next. 3-syllable word. Example. Just now I said example. Example. So it's example. 3 times I am opening the mouth. Therefore, 3-syllable word. What is this? Fantastic. Again, 3 times I am opening my mouth. Fantastic. 3-syllable word. Establish. Establish. 3-syllable word. All right, let's move forward. 4-syllable word. What are some examples for 4-syllable word? Ability. Ability. So we say ability. Once we say again we say b, b, li. Again we open the mouth to say li, and once again we say t. So 4 times we are opening mouth to pronounce the small pronunciations. That's why it is 4-syllable word. Ability. Ability. This is ability. Next one, perspiration. As you observe, I am pronouncing it 4 times. Perspiration. So it's 4-syllable word. Celebration. I'm sure you have got this. Celebration. 4-syllable word. Let's see 5-syllable word. We say again we say me. Nation. Examination. 5-syllable word. Next we have unreliable. So this is 5-syllable word. Unreliable. Next we have pronunciation. So this is 5-syllable word. Pronunciation. Pronunciation. 5-syllable word. So we have learnt today what is a syllable. It is 1 unit of pronunciation, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, any number of syllables. That many times we open the mouth, and that's how we get full pronunciation. So kindly practice this a number of times, taking different words and find out how many syllables there are in those words. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Sai Ram.